Have you ever turned the key, heard your engine crank, but it just won't start? Well, you're not alone. In today's video, we're going to cover 10 common reasons your car may crank but not start, and we'll tell you how to diagnose and fix each one. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on more car maintenance tips. Now let's jump right in. Number 1. Weak or dead battery. A weak or dead battery is a very common reason your car may crank but not start. When the battery doesn't have enough charge, it may not power the ignition system or fuel pump. You might hear a clicking sound or notice slow cranking. Use a multimeter to test the battery. A healthy one reads 12.6 volts. If it drops below 12.4 volts, it's likely too weak to start the engine. Cold weather or an old battery can drain power faster. Try jump-starting the car. If it starts, the battery is the issue. Replacing it restores reliable ignition power. Number 2, bad fuel pump. A faulty fuel pump means gasoline isn't being delivered to the engine, so combustion can't happen. When you turn the key, the engine cranks, but without fuel flow, it never fires up. Listen for a faint humming from the rear of the car when the key is set to on. If there's no sound, the pump may have failed or lost electrical power. Use a fuel pressure gauge to verify this. Low or zero fuel pressure confirms the pump isn't working. Also check fuel pump fuses and relays. If the pump is dead, it needs replacement immediately. Number 3, clogged fuel filter. The fuel filter traps dirt and debris before gasoline reaches the engine. Over time, it can clog up, especially if fuel quality is poor or the car hasn't had a filter change in years. A clogged filter restricts flow, causing low fuel pressure. The engine will crank, but without enough fuel, it can't start. Symptoms may include sputtering or hesitation before it completely refuses to start. Check fuel pressure at the rail to diagnose. If it's below the normal range, the filter is suspect. Replacing it is inexpensive and part of good maintenance. Number 4, ignition coil failure. The ignition coil converts low battery voltage into high voltage needed for spark plugs. Without this spark, the engine turns over, but never ignites the air-fuel mix. This causes a crank but no start condition, misfiring, backfiring, or rough idling before complete failure may occur. You can use a multimeter or spark tester to check coil function. If the coil isn't sending voltage to the plugs, it's likely defective. A failed ignition coil needs to be replaced. In coil-on-plug systems, one bad coil can affect only a single cylinder or all of them. Number 5, faulty crankshaft position sensor. This sensor tells the car's computer the crankshaft's position and speed. The ECU uses this data to manage fuel injection and spark timing. If the sensor fails, the car may crank without delivering spark or fuel at the right time. This results in a no-start issue. A scan tool often reveals a diagnostic trouble code like P0335. Crank sensors can fail suddenly or intermittently, causing confusion. Check wiring and connectors too, as damage here mimics sensor failure. Replacing the sensor usually resolves the issue completely and quickly. Number 6, no spark from spark plugs. Spark plugs are essential for igniting the fuel-air mixture in each engine cylinder. If no spark is produced, combustion won't happen. The engine will just crank endlessly. Bad plugs may be fouled with oil, carbon, or fuel deposits. You can pull one out, ground it against metal, and watch for a visible spark while cranking. If none is seen, you may also have a coil or wire issue. Replace damaged plugs and test again. Regular plug maintenance helps prevent this problem and ensures smoother engine performance long-term. Number 7, empty or bad fuel. Sometimes the simplest problems cause the most confusion. An empty tank or degraded fuel can stop a car from starting even though everything else seems fine. Old fuel can separate, absorb moisture, or lose volatility, making it hard to ignite. If the car has sat for months, this is especially likely. A sour or varnish-like smell confirms old gas. Drain and refill the tank with fresh fuel. You can also add a fuel stabilizer or injector cleaner. If the engine still cranks but doesn't start, check the fuel system again for deeper issues. Number 8, bad engine timing, timing belt, chain. The timing belt or chain synchronizes the rotation of the crankshaft and camshaft. If it slips, breaks, or stretches, the engine's valve timing goes out of sync. This prevents proper combustion, so the engine cranks but never starts. Sometimes it cranks faster than usual, a classic sign of broken timing components. In interference engines, valve damage is possible too. Remove the timing cover and check alignment marks. If the belt is damaged, replace it immediately. Regular timing belt service helps avoid this costly issue. Number 9. Bad camshaft position sensor. This sensor tracks camshaft movement, helping the ECU manage ignition and fuel delivery. A faulty sensor means the engine may receive poor or no timing data. That leads to misfiring, poor fuel economy, or a no-start condition. You'll often see a check engine light and codes like P0340 on a scan tool. The engine might crank but not fire, or it might stall soon after starting. Inspect wiring and the connector before replacing the sensor. A new camshaft sensor restores proper ignition timing and usually fixes the issue. Number 10. Faulty immobilizer/key not recognized. Many modern cars have immobilizers that prevent the engine from starting without a recognized key. If the key is damaged or the system is malfunctioning, the car may crank but never start. Look for a flashing or steady security light on the dash. That's a signal the system has locked out ignition or fuel delivery. Try starting the car with a spare key if you have one. If it still won't start, reprogramming the key or repairing the immobilizer circuit may be required. Dealerships or auto locksmiths can handle this quickly.
Number 11. Overheated engine. If your car engine has overheated, it can cause the engine components to expand and prevent the engine from starting. When the engine overheats, it could damage critical parts like the head gasket or the cylinder heads, leading to a no-start condition. Symptoms often include the temperature gauge reading in the red zone or steam coming from under the hood. Allow the engine to cool down completely before trying to start it again. If the engine doesn't start after cooling, it could require further inspection to assess for potential internal damage. Number 12. Malfunctioning mass airflow sensor, MAF. The mass airflow sensor, MAF, measures the amount of air entering the engine and communicates this to the engine control unit, ECU, to adjust the air-fuel mixture for optimal combustion. If the MAF sensor is malfunctioning or dirty, it can send incorrect data to the ECU, resulting in the engine not starting. Symptoms may include rough idling or stalling once the engine starts cranking. Cleaning or replacing the MAF sensor can help restore normal engine performance and get your car started again. Number 13. Faulty fuse or relay. Many electrical components in your car, like the fuel pump or ignition system, rely on fuses and relays to function correctly. If a fuse blows or a relay fails, the associated component won't get the necessary power to start the engine. You may notice a non-functioning fuel pump or no spark from the ignition system. A simple fuse box inspection can help you identify if a fuse is blown or if a relay has failed. Replace the faulty fuse or relay to get everything back in working order.
So there you have it. 10 common reasons your car cranks but won't start, and how you can diagnose and fix the issue. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you're having trouble with your car or need more info, feel free to drop a comment below and we'll get back to you. Thanks for watching and drive safely.